Now let's pretend I want to program on channel 170. We'll check that is empty. Let's check if it's empty. Channel 170, enter. Yeah, it's empty. Bump back to national. Let's say I want to program Onion, Mount Onion, which is here is programmed at 219 Onion, with this receive frequency and tone, and transmit frequency and tone. So when we want to program a preset, the first thing we need to think is program. So prog, we find the key here called prog 17. Whoops, it didn't take the 1. Let's do it again. 170. When I said let's do it again, I just kept typing and the cursor keeps rotating. You see, I typed 176. Let's do 170. So we're setting 170, enter. The next thing is asking me this type of component, and that's default, always default. We push enter again. Now we need to put the name. The name was Onion. When we type the name here, it is telling you what you can do with your arrows. So if I go up, I'm turning around with the letters, and and then I go right, and I want to put N there, N, and then I go right again. If I pushed enter, I would freeze the description. So I'm still typing Onion, right? Well, too many right. Another here. And then right again. Onion. So we confirm with enter. Now the cursor jumps and is asking me for the receive type of band of the receive frequency. This could be narrow, wide, or digital. So we can do N, and I go up and down. You see, it tells you here. Digital, wide, N. These frequencies are all narrow N bands, so we leave it to N, and then we press enter. Now it's asking me to enter the receive frequency. You see, he already knows that it starts with 1, so I'm just at the second digit. The receive frequency on Onion is 171.3875. So 1 is already there. Now we can type numbers. You see, it tells you here. So 171, and then it's 3875. Now watch this, because there is a little catch here. 3 takes the 8, the 3, 8 takes the 8, 7, and he already knows that the 5 is here. So wait, don't type the 5, because you would type it back here. So watch, he's already given you 3875. All you need to do is enter. No need to enter the 5 at that point. Enter. And now he's asking for the T, transmit frequency. The transmit frequency on Mount Onion is 164.9625. So 1, it's already there. 6.4. We said 9625. 962. The 5 is there. We're done with the transmit frequency. Next, we'll ask for the tones. So we push enter, and now it's saying, do you have no tone, X, or do you have a tone, T, or would you have another thing that we will look at it when we go digital? And we're gonna say T, because both receive and transmit have tones. Now these tones are preset, so we can only scroll around and pick 67, for receive and 173.8 for transmit. So first of all, we're going to say T for tone, enter. And now it's saying cycle around to find the tone. Well, the first one was 67.0, so we already have it there. So I press enter. And now it's asking me, does the transmit have a tone? And I say, yes, has a tone, up and down, and then enter. Now, which tone is it? It's 173.8. So here I don't type the numbers, I just rotate on all the tones that are possible. 89, 71, and I have to go either up or I could have gone down. $173.8. Okay, enter. Now watch, once I enter, this is the last step of entering this frequency, it will write it in the memory. So watch this, enter. Writing to RF module, boom, it's been entered.